Hey guys, welcome to this week's version of Meals and Mortgages. We did get started a little early doing some of the prep work tonight just because it's kind of the boring stuff. We're doing pizza. We're going to have 2 dinner pizzas tonight and maybe one.
No, my dough's looking really good.
Dessert pizza. So the 2 pizzas that we're going to do that are I guess dinner pizzas, we're going to do kind of like a sausage, hamburger, and pepperoni pizza. And then we're going to do a chicken Alfredo pizza. The dinging noise in the background is Rylan. So give me just a second. She is wanting more food even though she's already eaten a lot today. She just got back from the vet getting neutered, or spay. She's a girl. But let me kind of show you what we've got done already. So Hayden, hello Hayden.
Hey.
She is over here folding her dough. I'm going to come right around this way. So I've already we've got chicken, we've got some grilled chicken. Hey Mackenzie. We've got beef and pork. And then of course we've got our pepperoni. We've got mozzarella cheese and regular cheese, a pizza blend. The mozzarella is just for the chicken. And then we're being lazy tonight because, I've had a lot of work done to my mouth in the past month, and today was the last portion of all that. So we're kind of being lazy, and y'all, she is bad. She has taken all of her food bowls out. So we've got Alfredo in a jar. Sorry. I like folding my dough too, I bet. Stop.
Who said that?
So Mackenzie. And then we've got our pizza sauce. Now I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all know I'm kind of a little bit of a foodie, and I'm kind of picky about certain things. I love the Great Value brand pizza sauce. So, and this is her dough that she made, and this is the dough that I made. Mine's different than hers.
Mine is legit
dough. Yeah, hers is legit dough. Mine was straight up packaged from
Pillsbury.
Was it Pillsbury?
It was Pillsbury.
So, yeah, it was like a package, but I like it. Like, it's really easy to work with. It's really easy to do, and Mackenzie, I'm gonna block you today. I love you though. Oh, and we have milk tea. Our milk tea tonight is brought to you by Kahlua and coconut rum, or banana rum. So it's a monkey nut. So I'll share that recipe later too. And because everybody's heard about them all week, this is my knife set. So I'm going to switch this over to my cameraman so he can kind of get everything. Hey John, thanks for coming in. Nope. So we're going to switch this around. There we go. Hi. So I think we're good.
Do you need to cutter this?
Yeah. Do you want me to help you with not that? That's parchment paper, which I've learned is really amazing.
My assistant has a timer going for me.
So we got an assistant, a timer assistant, and a cameraman today. We're getting production.
I was about to say we're about to have a whole production team.
So, and then we've got the bad assistant in the floor. All right. So we've already preheated our oven. Something that Hayden and I do many times during the day, we compromise on a lot of things. My dough called for 475. Her dough called for 400. I do my dough a little differently than everybody, than what it probably actually calls for on the actual recipe. I lay out my dough on the pan, then put it in the oven, let it cook for about 10 minutes or so, get a little brown. Then I take it out and add all my sauces and stuff like that to it. That way it kind of...
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, because I've done the pizzas before, and it just takes so much longer to just kind of do it all. She's so bad. She is walking around with her bowl, y'all, in her mouth. She is awful.
Look, she's acting pitiful. Like, look at me.
She has had a cup and a half of food.
I'm putting this here to give it some heat to rise.
since she got home at noon today, y'all. So she is not starving. She's just pathetic. So I'm going to get you to come and look at the dough here. This started out as a little bitty thing of dough. So basically it was just like pre-made. My dough was pre-made in the package. Just kind of pour it together. 1.5 cups of water because I used 3 packs. And I put the oil on top of it so I could kind of fold it in after I got everything mixed so it didn't stick to the bowl as much. So that's that. I am going to put a little bit of oil on my hands because
you would use olive oil since you're doing like the pizza.
So I play with my dough a lot. So get all messy. So, and it's already got oil in there, so I'm just going to do this. Tonight, I know we've talked about, for the mortgage side, I know we've talked about in the past having like credit repair stuff, but we're seeing a lot of things in our office that we kind of wanted to discuss today. And she's awful. And I'm not going to name names of the companies that we're going to kind of refer to, but one of them sounds like Lincoln Log. Let's just put it that way. And it's a service that you can find easily online if you just looked up credit repair companies. It's probably going to be one of the first 2 or 3 that you see, if not the first one.
We're going to get you a pizza roller.
Yeah. Well, it's just so nasty, but I like it.
It's kind of grossing me out watching you do it.
I was going to say something about pizza dough that I probably shouldn't say. I know people don't know that will you put me some more olive oil on my hands? I don't want to gross everybody out, but I kind of do want to talk about this.
Oh God, what is it?
Okay, so is anybody here's stomach really weak when it talks about stuff like weird stuff?
We're making food.
So,
hey, Cletus and Hayden? Who's Cletus? Will, who's Cletus?
That's me.
Oh, why is he calling you Cletus?
Because he's crazy.
No, there's a story there.
He just always calls me Cletus. He just...
Here, do that one.
But, hey, Will, we are doing, like, some good pizzas. There's going to be plenty. Drive on over. And Mackenzie, too, if you want to come over, But no pizza dough. So, if you ever work... Now, this pizza dough is not like that. That might actually be.
What?
But, pizza dough... I've done some weird, crazy jobs in my life, y'all. I have done everything from working in Home Depot and Lowe's, building steel, to picking up dead people.
Really?
Really.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So this one the story refers to the latter of the 2 that I just talked about. So when you pass away, obviously, like, your body does weird things, and like your weight, you have dead weight. But the texture of your skin gets kind of dry and feels a little like dry pizza dough.
That's disgusting.
It kind of gets this texture to it of pizza dough.
Your assistant wants to do love on you.
She wants more food. She don't care about me. But yeah, it kind of gets that powdery pizza doughy feel.
That is absolutely disgusting.
So when you touch this pizza dough later,
I'm gonna think of dead people.
Just think of the mortuary. All right, so this is kind of pulled out far enough for me.
There's gonna be so much pizza.
There is, but we always make enough for lunch. So. But
unless it's the short ribs.
Yeah, unless it's short ribs.
And they're all gone.
That is over. But yeah, back to Lincoln Log. There's several different companies online. If you're trying to get credit repair, they'll give you a whole lot of promises, but not a whole lot of results. And they charge you like a ridiculous amount of money up front and monthly. And they keep telling you, well, this is this and this is this, but it never works out. Like, you never kind of get results. So if you have questions about your credit repair, talk with a realtor. I mean, not a realtor, lender, because they're going to know. They're going to have hookups of people that are going to be more reputable. I mean, these companies, they've been around for a long time, and they do get stuff done eventually, but they also make a lot of money. That's the reason why they're like in the business making all this money. It's because they know how to keep you hooked. You want a company that's going to be able to do your credit repair and get you on your way, because that's the person. That's the person that's actually going to be there to try to help you get where you need to go. So look for that kind of company. And like I said, talk with an expert, like a mortgage broker,
Okay, what do I do now?
mortgage guy.
I need another pen.
I don't know if I have those. I thought you said you were getting a pizza man.
I didn't bring one.
Well, this is going to be interesting. But yeah, that's kind of my.
a casserole dish?
You do.
I can just sit in a casserole dish.
Here. But yeah, that's kind of like the big thing right there for tonight's Mills and Mortgage Park. Any questions? Anybody with us today? How many we got? 4. All right, got it. A 9? Okay. Alan does like non-American math signs, so
we'll say we know some good
Like
wine
one of
at
these?
Classic.
we know some great ones.
Just one or 2?
Southern Credit Solutions is a great one that's local. One that's not local, which is still a great person to use, is Credit 360, which we have an amazing rep with them as well. So they've helped several of our people get approved and working on that. So yeah, great input there, Will. We definitely appreciate our people that we work closely with. Let me wash my hands.
And I have to split it in half? Just split it in half?
Alright,
Let me grease it.
so, oh, I'm sweating.
Actually,
Alright.
Richard, you have these 2 circle pans. It's actually going to work perfect, so I can have 2.
So I'm going to slide my pizza doughs into the oven and let those cook for just a minute.
Give me a knife.
What kind of knife?
I just need to split this dough. I'm going to cut my finger off.
You are.
Did you talk about how we actually can do a credit plan for...
So, yeah, if we see on your credit report or on like when we run your credit and we see that there might be something on your credit that we can fix without having to send you over to a credit repair specialist company, we can definitely look at that. We have the opportunity to do that as well. So don't think that just because you call us and say that there's a problem with your credit, we're going to automatically send you to somebody that's going to charge you monthly fees or whatever. If we can fix it in-house, we'll tell you how to do that.
For $6 per bureau.
Yeah, for $6 per bureau.
And it's a credit. It comes with a credit score simulator.
Yep.
You got a question? What is a good score to have when applying for a mortgage?
All right, that's a layered question, but thank you. So pre-COVID, and I like to talk pre-COVID and post-COVID. Pre-COVID, everybody always heard that you could do 580 and higher. That is not necessarily the case as much anymore. We really look for about 620 and higher, depending on the loan program that you're going for. So if you're looking at an FHA loan, which is 3.5% down, you're looking probably around a 620 or higher credit score to get approved, depending on your situation. And if you're looking at conventional, probably 640 and higher, and USDA is going to be about 640 and higher. So those are our preferred marks. It doesn't mean that if you have a 620 you can't get a conventional. It just probably doesn't make sense to do so.
Because your interest rate will be higher.
Interest rates.
If you're not putting 20% down, that's probably where you were going. If
Yeah.
you're not putting 20% down, your MI probably won't even be available on the board. So we'll probably, tell you the best way to go is
And
going to
what is
be.
MI?
MI is mortgage insurance, and the way that I tell people when they ask about it is simple as this. It does nothing for me. It does nothing for you. It's solely to protect the lender in the event that you go into default. That's it.
So
You have a question?
Now we'll talk about the best score. What does the start to get a best rate?
Let me see that question again.
Yeah.
The best scores to get
Talk
the
about
best
the
rates.
best scores. Where
When
does
you-
it start to get the best rates? The best rates, depending on your situation and what loan program is going to go best with you, it's going to start at 680 and above for FHA. For conventional, we can get you a good rate at 700, but 740 is going to be the best place to be.
Right.
So also we'll say, NI is the pesky thing that everyone call PMI.
MI is that pesky thing everyone calls PMI. Yes.
Yes. So PMI, private mortgage
mortgage
insurance. That's nobody wants to pay it, but
Can I
unfortunately
let that
it's
sit for
there.
10 minutes?
It's not insurance on your house. It's
No.
insurance on the loan.
It
So-
insures the lender, but
So
we are not the lender that they're insuring.
right,
It insures your servicer.
which would be like United Wholesale Mortgage or Home Point if you are Guaranteed Home Trust, depending on who picks up your loan, and it can still get sold off to another person. So, God, why am I so hot? Oh, it's because the oven's been on for an hour.
I need to mix the.
Alright, so come look at my dough real quick. So as y'all can see, I put it in. It's starting to kind of get a little cooked. I'm just going to let it brown and dry just a little bit longer. So this is her dough that she did. She did hers homemade, like from
It actually
Israel.
turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually I think hers is a little more, probably a little better than mine. So I'm probably going to start doing that. So we're going to see how it tastes. Does this have to bake for a minute
I think it bakes for like 15 minutes.
before you?
But I'm
add
about to
the-
make the sauce, and then I have to make the glaze.
Okay. So, tell us what went into your.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
went into just my dough was warm water, sugar, and yeast. And then I had to mix that together. This was a new experience for me. I've never made dough before. So this was new. So I had to let that sit with just the yeast, sugar, and warm water for a little bit. And then I folded in 10, well, it was 5 minutes with just the yeast. And then I had to fold in 3.5 cups of flour and a teaspoon of salt, and then let that, mix that in, let that sit for 10 minutes. Now I put it in the pizza pans. We're gonna do 2 mini pies, and then I'm letting this sit for 10 minutes, and I'm about to make the sauce. Oh, let me go backwards. We're making a cinnamon roll dessert pizza, so that's what we're doing. And I'm gonna have to make the sauce with the cinnamon, the oats, butter. I think there's something else that goes in there, and then a cream cheese glaze on top.
So we're probably not going to eat pizza at all tonight. We're probably just going to drink monkey nuts. That sounds like an awful.
I need just like a
But
bowl.
we're going to have. Hi.
Sorry. Sorry.
We're probably just going to
Much
drink
better.
some monkey nuts and have cinnamon roll pizza for the rest of the day. But I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. Watch out, Ry. Watch out, Rylan. We don't advocate burning
Spread.
cookies. So. I'm going to pull these out. As you can see, they're good and dry. They look good. And I am going to start, again, my favorite pizza sauce is the Great Value. Like, it tastes better than some of the more expensive ones to me. Maybe I really don't have a good taste palette, but I don't care. I like it. If you don't like it, tell me what you prefer. And if I've never tried it before, I'll be more than happy to try it out. I like trying new things. So I'm just going to pour this out. I like a lot of sauce. I like it saucy. So got my little spoon here, so I'm going to spread it out. I like when I take a bite out of my pizza, so I can taste the sauce. I can taste like each of the meats or whatever that I have on there. Just kind of taste a little bit of everything. So there is still a little bit of sauce left in my bowl. Or my jar. I saw Jerry Saylor was on just a minute ago. If you're still on, hey Jerry. Haven't seen you in a minute. Miss your face.
How do I make your microwave go?
How long?
Oh, there it goes. I couldn't find the start button.
And then I have never made an Alfredo pizza before. This is the first time. So I read the recipe for the Alfredo sauce, which was a simple Alfredo sauce like normal. But again, I had some dental work done today and was feeling like a chipmunk, and didn't really feel like doing all of the major cooking for it. But y'all have seen, it was basically the same Alfredo recipe that we've done before. It's a simple Alfredo recipe that you can pick up off anywhere for the Alfredo sauce. So I was wondering, I've always wondered like if the Alfredo sauce was different on a Alfredo pizza than it was for like regular Alfredo sauce, and it's not. It's the same Alfredo sauce. Nothing special. So, and I tend to make my Alfredo sauce a little more running, so I thought this would be kind of cool to have this as a, not mine. So, alright, so that's that. So, the chicken Alfredo one is pretty simple. So I'm going to take my grilled chicken and just kind of put it on top. Now this one is like Hayden's pizza. She requested
I'm trusting you right now.
She requested the chicken Alfredo. That piece of chicken is a little thicker, so I'm not going to use it. Alright. And the cool thing about like making your pizza at home versus like ordering a pizza, like to me sometimes, and I get it for cost purposes, for the company, they have to like pick and choose, or pick like a certain amount of topping to put on there. But I like a lot of toppings, so I like to make my own pizza. It actually costs about the same, if not cheaper, to make it at home by yourself. Is that enough chicken for you? Hayden?
Hey.
Is this enough chicken for you? You want some more?
Yeah, good.
Good. Put a piece there. Alright, cool.
They
So,
both look really, really good. They both look really, really good.
huzzah. I guess we probably should have drank beer tonight for. Now, with your pizza, with your chicken pizza and or your Alfredo pizza, it only takes mozzarella. I generally do mozzarella and cheddar on my pizza. So, this one is just going to get mozzarella because it's a white pizza. White sauce.
You know what we should have got? Cinnamon. Not cinnamon. Cinnamon spinach.
Yeah, I almost thought about that.
Just mix it together.
Put a little spinach. Spinach on there.
Mix it.
Our puppy assistant is saying yes, we should have done this.
Okay.
So here's the thing about making pizza. I know every one of us has had like 16,000 jobs in our lives. Well, one of the jobs that I had in my life was I worked at pizza. I've had 18,
You worked at pizza?
I worked at Pizza Hut, and I worked at Papa John's as delivery guys.
Papa John's is superior to pizza.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It depends on which pizza you get.
All of them.
The only pizza I really like from Pizza Hut is the barbecue pizza.
She's like, please give me
pork
some.
barbecue. Oh, it's amazing. So, this is the pork. Alright, I've just about got enough of that on there. This is going to be stacked, y'all, with meat.
A meat lovers.
So, and then I'm putting my beef on here. Hey, no ma'am.
She wants my cinnamon mix.
She is begging, y'all. We don't beg for
I
food.
feel like I'm gonna go like straight up.
Alright. So, that's enough beef on there.
Better be good.
Look good? So as you can see, alright, here we go. Lisa Brandon, hey Lisa, how are you? Hey Cheryl, how are you?
How long's it been?
Yay. Yummy. Yes. Alright, and then here's the thing about making pizza. Yeah, I told you we're going to do pepperoni. You do not put pepperoni underneath your cheese. Ever. Do not put pepperoni underneath your cheese. It will not cook your pepperoni. Your pepperoni will turn into real soft, and it just gets, to me, it gets real yucky. If you ever noticed, every time you've like bought a pizza, where's your pepperoni? It's on top. There's a reason. The pepperoni's got to cook on the top and get crispy. If you don't do it that way, because I made the mistake, and this is how I know. I made the mistake of putting that pepperoni on the bottom.
Ew, no, it'll make your dough really weird.
It doesn't make the dough weird, it makes the pepperoni weird. It makes the pepperoni nasty. Yeah, nasty. Sorry, I'm not finishing that. So there's a video that you can find
We'll
on
post the link below.
YouTube, and it's this guy. He passes gas.
No, his wife does.
Yeah, his wife passes gas, and like his head is close to her, and he jumps up and says
Some
"You
not
nasty,"
so nice things.
and kind
It's
of a
the
bad
voice
word.
that he uses.
Yeah, but it's the voice. It's absolutely hilarious. It actually reminds me. He probably won't come on here and see this today, but it actually reminds me of a friend of mine from when I was younger, Randy, in his voice. So he's always like, his voice sounded just like that. So that's why it kind of cracks me up even more, because it reminds me of somebody I know. But so then I just layer my pepperonis on here. And this doesn't take long to cook. So about the time that she's ready to put these...
Mine takes 12 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, mine takes about the same. So about the time that mine come out and hers go in, we'll be ready to cut up our pizza and eat. And by the time we're done eating, it'll be time for...
Does this look evenly distributed?
Sure. And then quality control. Sorry. Now, pepperonis, by the way, is my old roommate. Favorite little snack food.
That's my favorite snack food when I'm doing keto.
I just like pepperoni.
I do too.
Yeah, she bought pepperonis all the time. So, and y'all, I did not let the dog pee on her tires. I promise. Alright, so I'm going to slide these in. Although it would have been funny if the dog would have peed on her tire. But my dog's a girl. She don't hike her leg. Alright. So that's done. I can clean up my little section while Hayden does her thing. Any other questions? Anybody on?
No.
Nobody's on or no questions?
No question.
So, and again, always, if anybody ever has any topics of discussion that they would like to know about at any time during the week, just send me a message, comment on our feed, let me know what you might be interested in. We'll be more than happy to talk about what you guys want to know, not just what we decide that we want to talk about. So there's only so many topics out there that we can actually talk about. So if we repeat ourselves every once in a while, that's why. But the main reason we do repeat ourselves is because we find these things in our weekly tasks. You know? Yeah, so I mean, we come across these things, so they're kind of like right on top of our brain. And we feel like if it's something that's happening to us in our office at that moment, then maybe it's something that's a little relevant. And that's why we talk about it. So you'll hear a lot of stuff about credit repair.
I do have a random little something you can talk about.
What's that?
The stimulus money being used as down payment.
Oh, yeah.
Because we came across that issue a couple times last week.
So when the stimulus checks started dropping, we were told in the beginning, look at that while I do this. Look at her mess.
It looks like
It's cute though. It's good. When we first started talking about I started getting the stimulus checks, we started
you want extra
being
pressure?
told that we were not able to use stimulus checks as part of your down payment, which kind of scared us and a whole lot of people. You can use those as down payment, so we did find that out. It does not have to season in your account. It's not considered income, but well, I guess it kind of not really.
No, not really.
It's not income. It's just it's
not
the
a
same as like
gift,
your taxes.
Yeah, it's like a tax.
Yeah, it's just like
It's weird
so
because it's not a tax return, but it's not income, and it's also not a gift. It is a gift, actually, kind of.
Yeah, Uncle Joe gave it to you.
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe. Joe Biden.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I was like, Uncle Sam.
No, Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe said, "Here you go."
Uncle Joe said, "Here you go." Now what?
But many people are appreciative of that, and it was greatly needed by a lot of people. So, but yes, you can use your stimulus check money for your down
We
payment.
can stick those in
So if you have
to.
anticipating getting one, or you have gotten yours already, and you plan on buying, no, we don't need to stick those in.
Okay.
You've decided that you're going to wait on your tax money and your stimulus check. Yes, you can use both of those as down payment money. So, awesome job. I'm tired, y'all.
Yeah, this week is only Wednesday and it's for me out.
So, yeah. Talk about that.
Okay, so all that I did now is y'all saw the dough before, and I know this kind of looks gross, but that's okay. It's just butter, brown sugar, old-fashioned oats, which, by the way, are down a very specific aisle in Walmart. Some little old lady got very upset that I would not go down the aisle she wanted me to go down. And did I say brown sugar?
Brown sugar.
Yeah, and I added brown sugar. We wanted some extra brown sugar sprinkled on top, so that's what we did.
Which, if you would have told me about half the stuff that you brought, I already had.
That's okay.
By the way.
That's fine. I'll just make it again, I'm sure, because I have all the stuff now. Okay.
Lisa said, should we refinance? We have a 3.75% conventional that we refined about a year and a half ago.
Yes.
Yes, we could definitely drop you down, depending on credit score. It's like a 3.25, depending on credit score.
Yeah, I'm
And
seeing
loan
anywhere
value?
between 3 to 3.25 right now, which we always say that if we can drop you anywhere between a half and a full point, it could be worthwhile. Give me a call tomorrow, whenever you have a chance. Give me a call tomorrow. I would love to discuss a little bit more with you. But yes, if you have anything over 3.5, we highly recommend you calling and getting at least no obligation refi quote. So we do
Mortgage checkup.
Mortgage checkup. I do not have to run your credit right off. If you have an idea of where your credit score is, I can kind of give you an idea at that point of what you may be able to qualify for on your rate. So we hear noises, and I think my other assistant is making a problem. But yes, absolutely. Give me a call, 205-863-5231, or just shoot me a message on here with in private with your phone number, and I'll give you a call. Just let me know what time's good for me to call, and we can talk about it a little bit more in private and see what's good for you. But yes, absolutely. Now is the perfect time to refi while rates are kind of floating at the moment. So.
And we potentially pull cash out depending on what equity you have in your home, and possibly keep you at the same rate.
Which Lisa are we talking to?
Lisa Brandon.
Lisa Brandon? That's the reason I asked, because I have a cousin Lisa too, so I was wondering if it was my cousin.
I want to check on it.
Yeah. Alright.
Mmm.
So that's what they're looking like so far. We're going to give these probably another few minutes. I'm going to crank up the heat just a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just so it can kind of brown the cheese a little bit. But yes, absolutely. Now's a great time. Great time to refi that loan and get a lower interest rate. What we doing?
I just asked if you could smell the pizza.
Oh, yeah. It smells great. So I've had a small. Take a break and come back.
We could, because we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, what we'll do, kind of like we did last time, is take a little break away from this because literally it's pizza, y'all. It's going to come out looking great. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. It's going to take about 10 minutes here, about 12 minutes there. If y'all have any questions about anything, give me a shout. You can call me, 205-863-5231. We can talk about it. I'm generally up throughout most of the night. If you want to send me a personal message and have me call you tomorrow, please do. I'll be more than happy to help you out and assist you with refinances, purchases, first-time home buyers, all the good stuff. So until next week, have a good weekend, and y'all be safe. Take care with all this weather that seems to be coming through, and we'll talk to y'all next week.